Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Sin7 Michael, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called "Are They Both the Same Thing?" Now, I know it's been a while since I've done any new podcasts for this segment, so for the next few days, I will try to do these three podcasts for for this segment. So for the next week, I will try to do these three podcasts for the segment. So like always, this podcast is brought to you by School Review Productions, and always like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand it. Now, let's get into it. Are Ghostbusters and Men in Black both the same thing? Now, let's start off with Ghostbusters. Now, this movie, the Ghostbusters stars actor Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and the late great Harold Ramis. Now the movie goes like this. Now there was a bunch of Murray, Dan, and Harold were play three paranormal paranormal investigators who worked at a college. Basically, deal with college infections and paranormal activity. Until one day, basically they study ghosts. Anyway, one day they actually finally got went to a paranormal hotspot somewhere at the Brooklyn, New York library, and actually encountered with a real life ghost. So came in contact with real life ghost. Now, Hellwitness, who was the smart one out of the group, should say there is a way we can catch it. He said there's a way we can capture a ghost and contain it most definitely until when Howard said that to Dan and Murray, they got kicked out of their college because of Murray being a poor scientist in this group's activity. So basically, Murray. So basically, Dan and Harold was working to Murray. So anyway, so they decided to open up open up a business for catching and destroying ghosts. So basically, it went. Basically, it started out slow. Then they started out slow at first. Then they started to pick up and kind of make them, and they called themselves the Ghostbusters. So basically, but they did manage to get into trouble with their catching ghosts and all that. So anyway, that's how the story of the Ghostbusters go. And also, Ernie came later as another employee as an extra help. So anyway, Ernie Hudson. So anyway, that's how that story went. Anyway, the Men in Black. Now, the Men in Black starts off like this. Here's just let's just play the average average New York police detective until he was recruited by Agent K, who was played by Tommy Lee Jones. So basically Tommy Lee Jones. So the reason why Will was recruited to join the Men in Black, because one day Will was chasing a subject, the subject happened to be an alien. So his counters. So therefore he was was included into the Men in Black. Now, the Men in Black is a secret government organization that deals with that police integrate and deportation of alien rights and keeping alien lives. Kicking the alien places unknown for normal humans. So basically, they're the alien police. So basically, that's how the Men in Black story goes. Now, let's see what they both have in common. Now, both the Ghostbusters and the Men in Black do detain and eliminate hostile threats like ghosts, and so basically the Ghostbusters they do have to eliminate hostile threats. So basically the Ghostbusters sometimes if they can't catch a ghost they have to destroy it. So if the Men in Black can't catch an alien or detain an alien, they have to destroy it. So basically, that's one thing in common. Both the Ghostbusters headquarters and the Men in Black headquarters are located in New York City. Now, both two Ghostbusters in all three Men in Black movies were directed by the same director. Now both the Ghostbusters and the Men in Black use high-tech gear to help them fight ghosts and aliens. And also I like to point out another notion. This is not a fact. The new Ghostbusters movie is supposed to come out in July 20th, 2016. So let you Ghostbusters fans know, let you guys know, all you Ghostbusters fans. Now, both the Ghostbusters and the Men in Black movies were turned into cartoon series. Both these movies have been turned into cartoon series at a time. So that's the thing they do have in common. Now, let's go into something they don't have in common. Unlike the Men in Black, Ghostbusters do not work for any secret government, but the Men in Black work in a way they do work for a government, but even the government does not know doesn't know about the Men in Black. That's how secret it is. Now, the Men in Black, in order to be a Men in Black, you have to give up your current identity. So basically, every 8, so you have to give up your former identity and have your former identity, right? So basically, basically the only name you go by is by the letter of your first name. So basically, the Ghostbusters it's no such thing. Basically, it's you. Basically, it's like regular extermination opportunity. Hey, can you listen? Can you listen? Can you carry a nuclear back? Why? You're good. You're hired. The Ghost. The Men in Black has the Men in Black when it comes to dealing with aliens have to follow certain regulations and authorities. Ghostbusters they do not have to follow any authority unless they not all the time. They don't have to follow any type of authority unless not all the time. But basically they are exterminators. So basically, these are the things. Hold on. Hey, one more thing. Unlike the Men in Black cartoon, the Ghostbusters cartoon the Ghostbusters movie had two cartoons called The Real Ghostbusters that lasted to September the 13th, 1986 into September the 22nd, 1991. Also, in the Street Ghostbusters, the second cartoon series based on the Ghostbusters franchise, it debuted on September the 1, 1997, and lasted to December 4, 1997. And as for the Men in Black cartoons, it started in November 11, 1997, and lasted to June 30th, 2001. So basically, the second the Men in Black cartoon series lasted longer than the second Ghostbuster cartoon series. That's one more thing that they don't have in common. So it comes down to this: are they both the same thing? Yes, they are. Basically, they are both the same thing. Even though one deals for ghosts and the other deals for aliens, but basically, they are the same thing. Also, I forgot this last fact because they don't have in common. It's the ghost. The Ghostbusters charged for their service to get rid of the ghosts, but the Men in Black doesn't charge to deal with aliens. So basically the Ghostbusters charged for getting rid of ghosts and specters and shit, and the Men in Black don't. It's a government service. They're doing the government service. The Ghostbusters are not doing their government service. They just, hey, you got a ghost? Yes, pay. So basically, that's one more thing they have in common. But before I end this podcast, I like to say, I heard a lot of people think the third Ghostbusters series is based on the second cartoon, bringing in a new generation of new Ghostbusters and new high tech equipment. Well, honestly, just like in the last two movies, this movie was written by Dan Aykroyd and the late great Harold Ramis. I hope this third Ghostbuster movie will honor heroin, will honor the late great heroin. His contribution to for this movie franchise. So, that's all I got to say about the third Ghostbuster movie in this podcast. Like always, the model is Scooby predicted. If you don't like it, then you can go screw yourself. This is Cynthia and Michael signing off. 1.